Hi guys, Mark here. Welcome. Today I'm covering a project that has circulated in the Paracord community a while back. It is the so-called flower key fob. I'm doing it now simply because I would like to create something that my daughter would love. When it comes to supplies, we're going to need 2 pieces of Paracord 550. The green one here is 2 feet long. The red one is 2.5 feet long. Next, we're going to need a keyring, a couple of beads, and finally a thinner piece of cordage, preferably in the same color as our beads. In my case, I'm using 95 cord, a short length of half a foot. We begin our project by attaching our long piece of Paracord 550 onto the keyring using a lark's head knot. Grab your other piece of Paracord 550, pass it through the lark's head knot. Finally, grab your thinner piece of 95 cord, tie a knot on one end, then pass this thinner piece through the lark's head knot like this. Under the keyring, over our shorter piece of Paracord 550, and under this piece here, so under the lark's head knot. Tighten up. Even out all of the ends. Pull in this thinner piece up to the knot, and our initial setup is done. We continue by crossing these 2 ends around the middle strand, so one end goes under it, the other end goes on top, trapping the middle strand into place. Then, with the 2 long ends, tie a couple of hitches, so the left one, then the right one, tighten up. With the top part done, so the top part of the flower, we continue with the sides. Tie 2 cow hitches onto these 2 strands. So on the left, then the same thing on the right. With the 2 sides of the flower done, attach your middle bead . Then tie the bottom of the flower exactly the same way as the top. So we cross these 2 ends around the middle strand. So one goes under, the other goes on top. Then tie a couple of hitches. The left one, the right one, then tighten everything up. By tying this bottom of our first flower, we have also tied the top of the second one. So we continue with the sides of the second flower, again tying a couple of cow hitches. So on the left, on the right, with the sides done, again attach a bead. With the two sides of the second flower done and a bead inserted to the center, we finish up the same way that we finished as well as started our first flower. So we trap the middle strand into place with our two side strands, one traveling under it, the other traveling over. Then, with the other two ends, we tie a couple of hitches. Tighten everything up, and you have completed the main part of our project. We finish up by tying a knife lanyard knot with these two ends. So first, we have formed a Carrick bend, which we now transform into the knife lanyard knot by passing this end over this strand then through the center, so through the diamond shape at the center of the knot, and this end here travels over this strand, then again through the center of our knot, so through the carrick band. Square up your knot a little bit, then pass the other 3 ends through the knife lanyard knot. So through the same opening as the 2 ends used to tie the lanyard knot. So with all 5 ends exiting out of the seam opening, we now simply tighten up our lanyard knot. Beginning with the strands coming into the lanyard knot, going through the knot into one of the ends. Repeat with the other end. So this was one pass of tightening of the knife lanyard knot. We need 1, maybe 2 more passes of tightening, then we can finish up. When you're ready to trim off the ends, pull on every single one. Make sure that everything looks nice and even. Pull a bit on this top end as well, like this. And trim off your ends. Melt and you are done. Our little flower key fob. So guys, the flower key fob. I hope that I presented this project clearly enough. Thank you for joining me, enjoy your key fob, and I hope to see you in my future videos as well.